Okay, now we're getting somewhere when it comes to view. It's getting sunnier today, hopefully. Welcome to Tuesday. Here's that leaky condo that's under a tarp I told you about. So yeah, isn't that nice? Would you love to live there, underneath that tarp for the next 2 years? Anyway, welcome to Tuesday's vlog. I'm Jackie, as you all know, a girl with no name. I'm not going to do too much right now here in my apartment because I want to go for a walk today, a power walk, and I'm going to take my camera with me and hope that I can figure out the editing for these movies because I'm brand new at this, and so far I've just been doing everything in one take. But I want to show you guys where I run and where I do hit and where I do my hill sprints and my power walk. So I hope that's interesting enough. I can't think of anything else today, but I might become inspired while I'm down there. It's a really windy day today. If you noticed when I showed you the ocean, yeah, you can't really see it, but there's a lot of white caps and stuff out there. And I always look at that tree on the top of the next building to see how windy it is. And it's really, really windy. And I hate running in the wind. And I was actually had stairwells come up in my little cardio cards today. I make a bunch of little cards for myself that come up every day, and that whatever it says it is what I do. So one day it's hill sprints, one day it's hit, one day it's an endurance run, one day it's an endurance run with hills in it. One day it's a power walk, or one day it's stairwells, which means I climb the stairwells in my building 8 times. I just I just climb up the stairs 20 stories to the top, take the elevator down, and do it again, and I do it 8 times. It takes me 45 minutes, and I'm really dying by the end. I don't run, I just walk, but it's a really hard workout. I'm really surprised by that. A real stairwell, best stairmaster ever. So anyway, today was supposed to be stairwells, and it's just too nice out to go in that god-awful stairwell, so I'm going to power walk instead, because my hams were bugging me a couple of days ago, and they're not today. I'm surprised. I thought they would. I thought I had backtracked myself pretty significantly, but they're okay. So I'm just not going to tempt fate. I'm going to go for a power walk, and then tomorrow's weights again. Oh, I wanted to show you one thing before I leave the house too, and that is one thing I forgot to show you yesterday, which is my manager actually, when I moved in here, installed a whole bunch of mirrors in all the cupboards. So, you know, I've got mirrors everywhere. So, which is really good for working at home. I think mirrors are important. It's not just about vanity. It's about making sure your form is right. And if you can see yourself in the mirror, you can see whether or not you're compromising your back, or, you know, arching your back, or bowing your back, or, you know, if your knees are going over your toes when you're doing squats and stuff like that. So I actually really appreciate all these mirrors in here, even though every single one of them is installed crooked, and it's like living in a fun house. So I do call this apartment the fun house. Anyway, so I'm about to head out the door. So I will pick it up again down there and hopefully be able to edit all this together, and if not, you guys are just going to have to watch a bunch of different videos. All right, take care. Okay, here we are down at the seawall. I have no idea how this audio is going to turn out. I'm actually not on the seawall yet. I'm approaching the seawall. I just wanted to show you how pretty it is from here. I'm walking along beside the road, taking pictures of myself. People probably think I'm out of my mind. But just fast approaching the seawall now. I'm just beside the street that seawall runs along, called Pacific Boulevard. Beach Avenue, it's also called once you get up a little further. I'm doing my usual listening to motivational interviews, audio. Today I'm listening to Jim Katsoulis. The one thing I will predicate this video with is that I'm pretty worried about the audio. It's really windy out, so I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear, but you know, let's give it a go. Once I get down actually on the seawall, I'll take another quick shot of the scenery. It's really pretty. The water's smashing up against the seawall right now and causing all sorts of storm damage. Alright, so back in 5. Canada geese, I just had to show you that. Okay, so here's the seawall. I'm just above it right now. This path along, just still near the city. There was a little jogger. It's kind of quiet today. I'm surprised. I guess because it's the middle of the day on weekday. There's the Inukshuk. It's called the Inukshuk. It's a stone man that the natives build to, the Inuit build to Eskimos, I guess. If you guys are familiar with the Canadian natives. know that they have been here. So we have one very prominently displayed at the edge of the beach, which we're coming up to English Bay Beach pretty soon, which is the beach that I pray to my God on. In the summertime, I'm a huge beach person. If I'm not working, I'm at the beach. These are the two things I do in the summer: work and go to the beach. So I'll show you that too when we get by it. That's it for now. Alright, here's my beach, English Bay Beach. I should be clear when I say this is where I pray to my God. It's kind of a joke. I consider the sun to be my God. And I know people say you should wear sunscreen and stay out of the sun, but I maintain that the sun is my God. My God shall not harm me. I know it might be naive and stupid, but it's what I get pleasure out of. The beach is right beside the city. Isn't this great? People live, like I live, really close to this. Around the edge of it. This is the big bathhouse. It was built in like 1902 or something. The standing, it's where the bathrooms and the change rooms and stuff are. And the lifeguards hang out there. And more buildings where people live. So it's really nice to be right on the ocean and actually be able to live semi-affordably. It's one of the few cities I think in the world you can actually do that. Most cities have a tourism zone right by the beach, or hotels, or business, or commerce, or whatever. We have residential. It's really cool. So that's that. I'm going to keep going. I'm not getting much of a workout today because I'm spending too much time taking videos, but that's okay. You know, it's okay. I'm still going to walk all the way, so all the way to my usual spot. So off I go. The next time I stop, it's going to be at the hill where I do hill sprints, and then I probably won't take much more from there. Okay, well here's my hill. You can't really see it from here. I'm going to get to the bottom and shoot up it. But what I do is it takes me about 8.5 minutes to run to it from where I start, and 8.5 minutes to run home from it. So I run here, just an easy run, and then I keep an eye on my watch, and I run up and down, or run up it and walk down it, and run up it and walk down it, and run up it and walk down it for 22 minutes. So that I can have exactly 40 minutes of a workout by the time I've gotten home. I don't count. I have no idea how many times I do it. I don't want to count. I don't know how steep it is or how, and you know what? This video is not going to lend itself to showing you how steep it is. It's a fairly good grade. And I don't know how long it is, but it takes you about 22 seconds to run up it and the remainder of a minute to walk down it. So it's about a 1 minute cycle. So I guess I'm probably doing it about 22 times. So yeah, counting makes me crazy. I can't count. If I count it, I'll lose my mind. So I just I keep my eye off the clock for as long as I possibly can. And then what I do is when I think I've done close to all I need to do, I'll look at my watch and find out, yeah, no, I've still got 8 more minutes to go, which is always like, oh no. Because at the top of each hill, I genuinely feel like puking because I sprint. I don't just, you know, run up. I give her every time. So the walk down is always a welcome relief, and the run up is always a, oh God, here we go again. But at the end, I feel really, really good. So that's hill sprints. And then I probably will show you a few of the hills that I incorporate into my endurance run when I'm doing hills. I'm coming up to one now pretty soon, but it's probably going to be a long, boring video for you guys. I don't know. So yeah, I'll show you a couple of hills and then I'll pick it back up again at home. Okay, we're in the park now, so we were not near residential anymore. All there is trees and paths and people walking around the perimeter, and there's a few paths inside as well, and there's some cool little ponds and stuff. There's one of the hills I take when I'm running hills, endurance running hills. So I'll show you some more soon. So I get to run past this beautiful swimming pool when I run. In the summer it's fun, the kids are all swimming and going crazy. It's just a nice thing to stare at while you run. Right here beside the ocean. Cool, huh? Okay, you guys, we're coming up to the hill that I consider my Everest. It's a bitch. Pardon the language. It's the hardest hill I think I do. It's a staircase, and it's almost right in the middle of my regular run, which means I'm tired, but I'm not exhausted. By the time I get to the top of it, I am exhausted, and trying to get my heart rate back down at a running pace is extremely difficult. So it's a challenge every single time I do it. You can really tell how hard it is, but it goes and goes, goes and goes. So yeah, I'm not going to go up it. I'm not in the mood, but it goes up quite high. And by the time I get to the top, I really just want to stop. There's nothing motivating me to keep going, so I don't know why I always do keep going. It's really bizarre. Something deep inside. And then I get to my turnaround point, and I start doing different hills on the way back, because I don't like to go down the staircases. I think they're really hard to go down. It's really hard to maintain your balance when you're at a running pace going down a staircase, and I think it's really hard on your knees, so I just don't do them. So whenever I get up on the hill, I have to find another hill to come down that's not a staircase. It has to be a hill where I can keep my balance. So, but because the seawall is quite a bit lower than the road inside the park, there's a lot of hills up and down the little cliffs and stuff, so there's lots. I usually do, I think in a 40-minute run I'm doing 8 hills, so it's 4 in each direction. And by the time I'm going down my last hill on my cool down like jog it towards the end, or a full out sprint if I've been having a really good run. Sometimes I just full out sprint it into the finish line. But by the time I get to that, I'm really knackered, and my hamstrings are usually mad at me. So I don't do it very often lately because my chiro told me not to, so only once in a blue moon will I do that particular workout. So anyway, that's kind of the majority of the cool stuff to show you. I might take a couple more scenics or whatever as I go, and then I promise I'll pick it up again at home. Bye. Okay, you guys, I wanted to show you one other thing. I want to talk about when I do HIIT. When I'm doing HIIT, I am usually doing 30-30, which means 30 seconds of full out, full bore, make me want to die, sprinting, and then immediately 30 seconds of fast walking to recover, and then 30 seconds of sprinting again for 40 minutes, exactly timed. So what I do is I get on the seawall here, and I do a 2-minute warm-up, and then I start the sprint, and then I do the walk, and then I do the sprint. And then when I get to 20 minutes, I just turn around, and I go back. So the record that I broke recently, I just want to show you one thing first. This is where I turn around when I do my regular endurance runs. I turn around here at this bank of benches right here, where the garbage can is. I just run around those benches. Can't really see benches, but that's where it is anyway. But the other day when I broke my record, I made it to about... See these seawall stones I mentioned? These are the seawall stones. I made it to about here, 8 stones away from the benches. And in the past, I've only been able to make it to, you see where the water hits the seawall way up there? There's a stone on the ground that's covered in water right now. It's way up there. That's only where I've been able to make it to up till now. And I made it all this extra way around the path, all the way to like here, from one session to another. I don't know how the heck I did that. I mean, that's a long way from just one workout to another. And it was really hard, and I was sleep deprived that day. So I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I say that every single time, and every single time I do beat my record by at least a couple of footsteps. So I don't know how much farther I'm going to get. I kind of don't want to get too much further. It seems like too far. But anyway, so that's why I'm so proud of myself as I broke this huge record. Oh, okay, so I'm walking along. There's the stone I'm talking about behind those people. You can see behind those people that great big stone. on the ground, where the water is. That was my mark before. So now I'm making it all the way down there. So yeah, pretty weird to me. Anyway, that's it. That's absolutely the last thing I'm showing you on the seawall. I'll see you at home. Such a great song, I just had to share it. Okay, so I'm home. Not much more to say than that. It's a really nice day out now. The wind seems to have died down pretty well, and it's gorgeous out. So this is what it looks like when it's nice. Sunset will be nice tonight too. Anyway, that's kind of it. See how beautiful and bright it gets in my apartment when the sun is out. It's like there's sun everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's sunshine. Anyway, so that's kind of it. Just hope you enjoyed my little walk down the seawall and where I do all my cardio and HIIT and all that stuff. Now when I mention it, you'll at least know what I'm talking about. That was kind of my goal for today. So I'll figure something else cool for tomorrow and talk to you then. Bye!